All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites, coming in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. So saith the Scriptures, the Holy Bible. And as always, all praises due to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of GMS and all the brothers doing the work in truth and sincerity. Shalom. And what we're going to do is we're going to get right into some of the characteristics of the Most High, because everybody wants to make the Most High into what they wanting to be to suit their own needs, instead of accepting what the Scriptures say about it. And first off, to make it clear, the Most High is about perfect balance. You know what it is? He created good and evil. He created bad and good. So that's balance. You can't have love without hate. And you can't have good without evil. And the Most High is about both. He's about one thing against the other.
Sirach chapter 33, verse, I'll start at 11. In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself, but some of them hath he cursed and brought low, and turned out of their places. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. I waked up last. Yeah,
that's right. They're set 2 and 2. Yeah, Proverbs 11. The Most High sets 2 against 2. He has 2 and he sets one against the other.
Proverbs chapter 11 verse 1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight.
That's right. So you can't have good without evil. You got to have both so that the scales sit evenly. You can't have the Most High be a loving God and not have him be a vengeful God or a jealous God. That balances the scale. That's balance. And a false balance, as the Scripture said, is an abomination unto the Most High. That's the true characteristic of the Most High. Not he loves everybody. Scriptures don't say that. That's a lie. Put forth by the so-called white man, who is the devil according to the Scriptures. Devil meaning deceiver, and the deception is that the Most High is all love. The Most High is love for the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel. And to the 2/3, he's going to destroy them so that they have to come back in the reincarnation. That's balance within the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel is who he loves, and all the other nations he doesn't give a spit about, according to the Scriptures. And the so-called white man, the wicked, this wicked devil, the Edomite, he hates. That's balance. That's the true characteristic of the Most High and his Son.
So Isaiah chapter 55, I'll start at verse 7. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
Read that again, please.
Isaiah 55 verse 7, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
All right, now Lord willing, I'm going to break this down right. The first part of the scripture says, let the wicked, that's talking about the so-called white man. Off the bat, the Edomite. Let the wicked what?
No, it's talking about Israel, I think.
Both of them?
Yeah, it says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our God, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord.
Okay, now that's a characteristic of the Most High. And Salaki, I thought when it said the wicked, that it was immediately talking about you damn Edomites. And then it said the unrighteous, which
we all were unrighteous at a point in time.
come on.
So now that we were Israelite foreigners, so now that we grafted back in, you know, the Most High is telling us to cease from our unrighteous thoughts and acts and return unto the Lord. And for his thoughts are not our thoughts, because we, as carnal flesh, man, we think that we're not good enough to be in the truth or whatever, you know. So
When it's talking about he will abundantly pardon, that's talking about Israel off the top. So I equated that with the unrighteous portion, but in some scriptures it mentions the wicked and it's talking about Israel. And this apparently is one of them. So I stand corrected by the brother, because we're not perfect in this truth, but we're striving to be. But this is a characteristic of the Most High. Yes, he does forgive. He has forgiveness in his heart for the nation of Israel. The ones that go off that were chosen to get this thing. The 1/3. That's who he's going to abundantly pardon. But that doesn't by no means clear the wicked, because he hates the Edomites, according to the scriptures. So the spirit of the Most High has to be on you to understand this thing. And then you have to diligently study, and you have to, sometimes you have to be reproved, because you could be going off like right now. And it's a blessing to be reproved in this truth and to gain knowledge. Because the Most High has many attributes, not just love. If he has love, he has the opposite of love. If he has hate, he has the opposite of hate. But we're here to talk about hate because everybody talks about love and want to leave the hate out. Well, we don't do that. We recognize all of the Most High, who he loves and who he hates, who he's going to put to death and who he's going to have mercy upon. So just like we talk about the so-called white man like the devil he is, we talk about you wicked ass 2/3 like the devil you are. That's balance. It's not a false balance. That's the way of the Most High.
Exodus chapter 34 verse 7, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children, unto the third and to the fourth generation.
All right, now that's stating reincarnation. Does it say of them that hate me? Visiting the iniquity of the fathers. That's the Most High being angry. Where's the love in that? First of all, according to the scriptures, The definition of love is to keep the commandments. First of all, so what is love? Who does the Most High love? Those that keep his commandments. And to you 2/3 that could give a shit, he got to make you perfect before he could even show you love, because he loves those that keep his commandments. That's one of the characteristics of the Most High. He just don't forget about things. He doesn't excuse people from their wickedness. He punishes them. Even his own children, the children of Israel. That's one of the characteristics of the Most High. He don't let you slide.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 9. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. Here, I'll start up. Deuteronomy chapter 5 verse 6. I am the Lord thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage. Thou shalt have none other gods before me. Thou shalt not make thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the waters beneath the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and the 4th generation of them that hate me.
There it is. Where's the love? If God is all love like you try to claim, what does that scripture mean? Of them that hate me. Apparently there are people out there hating the Most High. With good reason. If I wasn't an Israelite and I knew that the scripture said that the Most High hates me, how do you love somebody that hates you? I don't love these damn Edomites knowing that they hate me. That's redundant. So you got people out hating the Most High. Doesn't it stand to reason that those are the ones that he hates? That's mutual hate. And hate is a wonderful, just as love is beautiful, hate for your enemy is a beautiful thing. And the Most High made it so. And if you don't understand that, then you ain't supposed to get it. Just like crossing a river and a snake jumps into the boat, or the snake can't get across, he's drowning, so you put him in the boat and he promises not to bite you. And before you get across the river, the snake bites you, and you ask the snake, well, why did you bite me? He said, because I'm a snake. Well, that's what an Edomite is. He's a snake. He's a serpent. That old serpent. And the dragon. And the devil and Satan. And you're not supposed to like him. You're supposed to hate him. Like the Most High does.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend